If you didn't know, I am a huge fan of comics, anime, manga, kind of nerd culture in general. With my favorite being the X-Men, I think it's just the best series in comics. Gambit, Magneto, Storm, probably my 3 favorite characters. Wolverine is up there. Let me know who your favorite comic book characters are in the comments below, because I can talk about it all day. So when news broke of a Jordan 4 dropping at Comic-Con and then on sneakers, I was definitely excited, and now I've finally got them in hand. Let's see what I think. Air Jordan 4 comic. And this shoe is dropping on July 25th for $230. Again, bonkers price. I'm trying not to complain in every single video about the price, because it is what it is. I can't go on a rant every video, but it is slightly more expensive than like a 220 general release Jordan 4 in 2026. I believe this shoe actually already dropped at Comic-Con. Now, the inspiration behind this shoe is actually a 1985 t-shirt that had Michael Jordan in comic book style. Very, very cool t-shirt, I believe. I don't know if this is true. There might be rumors that they're gonna retro this t-shirt specifically. And of course, we have seen past comic book collaborations with Jordan Brand before. We had the Jordan 1 Spider-Man, 2 pairs of those. We had the whole Fantastic 4-pack. Definitely a bunch that I can't think of right now off the top of my head. We got the foam-posite Dr. Dooms returning soon. So comic book sneakers kind of have this crossover in the target audience. And me, as someone that loves both, love that. But what do I think of the shoe? First impressions, slightly let down. I do like parts of it, like the booty that I'll get to later, but I just think they could have just gone much more crazier than this. I don't really love the colors that are used here with the kind of brightish purple with the gradient netting. I'm not a huge fan. I get like it's obvious what they're going for, but just the colors here, it's not for me. I'm probably definitely not a target audience for this shoe, but just in a vacuum, I think it's okay, but I don't love it. This is what it is. I think if I would do this, I'd probably go with a super bold base, so just something way out there, just make it very, very different, really pop, and just swing for the fences, man. I feel like they did that in some parts, but not everything. And in terms of the box, it is a custom box, thank God. It also has the Ben-Day dots inside the lid, as well as custom branded paper. And the shoe also does come with a bunch of stickers. One of them obviously being the graphic of that 1985 t-shirt that was the inspiration for this shoe. And in terms of the materials, it is all leather, and the leather here, it's not anything like super premium like they claim on sneakers, but it is kind of soft. It's also not like super thick. And of course, where you usually see the most distinct thing about the Jordan 4, the netting, that has actually been changed slightly for this shoe in the form of these dots. And these dots are commonly used in comics, called Ben-Day dots. It does have this gradient pattern on the side panels, as well as going up the tongue in this pinkish type of hue. And they have also changed up the eyelets, the top 2 ones, to this action bubble shape. And then right at the top of the tongue, you will see that Jumpman flight patch that also is slightly modified. So you will see the Jumpman itself also has those Ben-Day dots. And actually behind this patch, you will also see like a graphic behind it. I believe that might be that graphic that was on the original t-shirt. Can't quite see. Someone please confirm that if they know. And right behind the tongue, that Air Jordan tag in that comic-like font. And moving around to the booty of the shoe, you will get this Jordan 4 booty tab. And of course, because it is a Jordan 4, I have to do a booty stiffness test. And the military blues, if you remember, is actually quite soft, quite flexible. Let's see which one is softer. It's actually pretty similar. So if you have these, this booty tab here is going to feel pretty much the same. And the booty tab itself, it is probably my favorite thing about this shoe. It does get Nike Air branding. I don't know what the rule is anymore. For a while, if it was a non-OG general release, so we get Jumpman on the back, OGs and special releases and collaborations, we get Nike Air. This year, they've just been switching it up, even like past non-OG general releases. When they retroed this year, they switched it to Nike Air, like the Jordan 5 Metallic. Sometimes they'll keep with the Jumpman on the back. I have no idea what the rule is no more. This one gets Nike Air, but the swoosh here I just love how that looks. It's kind of broken up, got the comic aesthetic. Storytelling still comes through on the shoe. But yeah, I really love what they did here. And this shoe right out of the box, it does come with white laces. It also does come with an extra set of yellow laces. Out of the two, I'm sticking with the white. I think that looks the best for the shoe itself. And in terms of the cushioning of the Jordan 4, it does come with a polyurethane midsole with a Nike Air unit on the heel, visible one of course, as well as another one on the forefoot. And yes, they couldn't help themselves. They had to make part of this midsole very sail. Not sure why that is applicable to the shoe. You could argue that comics age and gets yellow over time, but it's just a stretch. I don't know why sail was needed here. And in terms of the outsole, the semi-translucent type of herringbone outsole with Nike branding in the cutout as well. And in terms of the insoles, it is custom branded here too. The same type of Nike Air branding that you see on the booty. And also, they did come with polyurethane insoles. So I really love that. Spent a little bit of extra effort here. And in terms of sizing and comfort, I am a wide and flat footer. For Jordan 4's recent years, I've just gone true to size. Fits me pretty well lengthwise, widthwise, comfort-wise. It is not the greatest. Can come kind of stiff like out of the box, especially around that arch area, especially if you don't have flat feet like me. It is still pretty heavy, still pretty clunky. And even though sometimes there's exceptions like the Bread Reimagined, as well as the Military 4s from a few years ago, this is okay. It could be worse, like the Midnight Navies from a few years ago are just terrible. But when I put this on feet, didn't hurt anything, but the arch area, it just felt super stiff. Like, still not the most comfortable shoe. Just keep that in mind. And that brings us to the sole score of the Jordan 4 Comic to 27 out of 40. A pretty average score compared to other general releases. Now first, it is colorway. I think it's okay. Like, seeing it in hand, I'd probably like the images a bit more, seeing it in hand. I just feel like the combination of these colors isn't my favorite. That's just my opinion. I think for a comic book themed shoe, they could have really gone all the way out. And I don't think they did that. And in terms of the materials, it's not the thickest or anything, but it feels decently soft. So I'll take that. And in terms of the comfort, definitely where the Jordan 4s are at the biggest disadvantage. It is just gonna be a clunky, heavy, kind of stiff shoe out of the box, especially. Give it time to break in, but even then, not like the most responsive or soft type of cushioning. The polyurethane insoles here though does help a little bit. And in terms of versatility, 4s, obviously a very wearable shoe and silhouette. Wearability of the colorway, I think it's actually pretty good. Majority white sneaker, obviously targeting a specific audience here, but the colors here, it's kind of out there, but not really. I don't think people are gonna look at this and go, what do you have on your feet? How dare you? I think just most white Jordan 4s are going to be pretty wearable at the very least. As a big consumer of comics and just like nerd culture in general, these were a little disappointing for me. I just think there are other kind of comic related shoes that were done better. So I can't say I love what they did here, but if you do and you love comic books, hey, this might be perfect for you. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Sole Inclined. Let me know what you think of the Air Jordan 4 comic. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, so wear your shoes